Welcome to Dreamy Tales English. I am David. Tonight, we have a special story for you. It's called The Live Streamer of Hangzhou. Hangzhou is a city in eastern China that has been called the most beautiful city in the country. But in recent years, something new has made Hangzhou famous around the world. It is not the West Lake or the tea plantations or the ancient temples. It is the live streamers. Live streaming e-commerce is a phenomenon that exists almost entirely in China. Every evening, millions of people open their phones and watch live videos of hosts selling everything from vegetables to smartphones to houses. The hosts speak rapidly, demonstrate products enthusiastically, and offer discounts that seem too good to be true. And somehow it works. Billions of dollars worth of goods are sold through live streams every year. Among these live streamers is a young woman named Xia. She is 23 years old, and she has been streaming for 3 years. She streams from a small studio in Yuhang District, the headquarters of Alibaba, the company that created Taobao and Tmall, China's largest online shopping platforms. Xia's studio is small, perhaps 10 feet by 10 feet, but it is filled with products. Shelves line the walls, stacked with items ranging from snacks and cosmetics to clothing and electronics. In the center of the room stands a ring light, a camera on a tripod, and a desk where Xia sits during her broadcasts. Behind her, a large screen displays real-time sales data. How many items have been sold, how many viewers are watching, and how much revenue has been generated. Every night at 8 o'clock, Xia turns on her camera and begins to speak. Her voice is energetic and enthusiastic. She demonstrates each product with care, explaining its features, showing its quality, and offering discounts that her viewers can only get by purchasing during the live stream. She answers questions from the chat in real time, reads comments aloud, and thanks her supporters by name. She has built a loyal following of over 2 million viewers who tune in every night to watch her stream and buy her products. They trust her recommendations because she has never sold them anything she would not use herself. She tests every product before featuring it. She checks the ingredients, tries the fabric, and evaluates the performance. And if a product does not meet her standards, she does not sell it, no matter how much money the company offers her. Integrity is more important than profit, she tells her viewers every night. If I cannot recommend it to my family, I cannot recommend it to you. One evening, as Xia was preparing for her nightly stream, there was a knock at her door. She opened it to find a young man standing on the other side. He was foreign, perhaps American or British, wearing a backpack and carrying a camera. "Excuse me," he said in careful Chinese. "Are you Xia?" "I am," she replied, surprised. "Can I help you?" "My name is Tom. I'm a YouTuber from London. I've been watching your streams for 6 months, and I wanted to ask if I could film your next broadcast." Xia was taken aback. She had never allowed anyone to film her streams before. She was a private person, and she did not like the idea of strangers documenting her work. "Why do you want to film me?" she asked. "Because I want to show my subscribers what live streaming e-commerce is really like," Tom explained. "In the West, we don't have anything like this. People are curious about it. They want to understand how it works, why it's so popular, and what it says about Chinese culture and technology." Xia thought about this for a moment. She had never considered that someone from outside China might be interested in what she did. Most people assumed that live streaming was just about selling things quickly and cheaply. They did not understand the effort, the preparation, and the integrity that went into each broadcast. "Come in," she said finally, "but you must follow my rules. You cannot interfere with the stream. You cannot speak during the broadcast. And you must delete the footage if I ask you to." Tom nodded eagerly. Thank you. I promise I will respect your wishes. That evening, as Xia began her usual stream, Tom sat quietly in the corner of the studio, filming with his camera. He watched as she demonstrated each product with enthusiasm and precision. He listened as she answered questions from her viewers and explained the features of each item. He observed the way she interacted with her audience, warmly, honestly, and professionally. When the stream ended at midnight, Tom packed up his equipment and approached Xia. That was incredible, he said. I have never seen anything like it. The energy, the professionalism, the connection with your viewers, it's unlike anything in the West. Xia smiled. You think so? Yes, Tom said. In Britain, we sell things on websites, but we don't sell things on live video. We don't have hosts who demonstrate products and answer questions in real time. We don't have a culture of live commerce. Xia thought about this. She had always assumed that live streaming was just a Chinese phenomenon, something unique to her country that people in other places would not understand. But Tom's reaction made her realize that it was something far more universal. It was about human connection, about trust, about the desire to see a product before you buy it, and to hear recommendations from someone you trust. It's not just about selling, she said. It's about sharing. When I recommend a product, I'm sharing my experience with my viewers. I'm telling them, this is what I use. This is what I trust. This is what I love. And when they buy it, they're not just buying a product. They're buying my trust. Tom nodded slowly. That's beautiful. Over the next few weeks, Tom filmed several of Xia's streams and edited them into a documentary about live streaming e-commerce in China. He interviewed Xia about her work, her philosophy, and her vision for the future. He showed his viewers how live streaming had transformed not just the way people shopped, but the way they connected with each other. His documentary went viral. Within a month, it had been viewed by millions of people around the world. Comments poured in from viewers in the United States, Europe, Southeast Asia, and South America. People who were fascinated by the concept of live commerce and eager to learn more. Some asked if live streaming would ever come to their countries. Some shared stories of similar traditions in their own cultures, street markets, door-to-door sales, and television shopping channels. And some simply expressed admiration for Xia and the hard work she put into her streams every night. One comment stood out above all the rest. It was from a young woman in Brazil who wrote, I watched your documentary and I cried. Not because I was sad, but because I realized that somewhere in the world, there's a young woman who loves her job and trusts her viewers and believes that honesty is more important than profit. That gives me hope. Xia read that comment and felt tears prick her eyes. She had never thought of her work in those terms, as something that could give people hope. But now she understood. Every night, when she turned on her camera and began to speak, she was not just selling products. She was building trust. She was creating connection. And she was proving that in a world that often feels divided and cynical, there is still room for honesty, enthusiasm, and the simple joy of sharing something you love with someone else. Good night and sweet dreams.